Oh man, back again with another episode of the WeBook It podcast. Y'all, it's Sunday night. We got so much wrestling to talk about, and I'm here with some of the best damn podcasters in the world. But first, I gotta hit y'all with the best damn
All
intro.
your favorite wrestling shows rolled into one. Welcome to the WeBook It podcast. Let's start the show.
Yes, y'all, we are back again with another episode of the WeBook It. Fritos, did you just change your hat?
I did. I saw the Shawn Michaels picture. I'm like, you know what? We need a cowboy hat. Then I saw the glimpse of me with the cowboy hat. I'm like, it's cowboy hat time, baby. I keep this thing locked and loaded right here.
Well, you know, yeah, he did just flick his cowboy hat also. Yeah, with Big Daddy C being out tonight and Coach running late, we don't have any cowboy hats. So cowboy hat, cowbell, we need more of them all the time. So Fritos is giving us our cowboy hat tonight, the freakiest one. My main man, Freaky. Oh wait, he is also the host of the SmackDown, hold down, throw down, low down, mow down, toe down, woe down, low down, hold down, mow down, whoa now. That's right.
And former
Booker
No.
of the year.
Original Booker of the year.
He's
For
the
a year, baby.
That's fair.
Booker
That's fair.
of the year. That's right. Freaky Fritos. What's up, Fritos?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my singles and tag team competitors. It is Father's Day, so you know it's tradition that I eat my milk without any, or my cereal without any milk. I don't play a game of catch, and it's just a regular Sunday for me. So if you have your father, appreciate it, because guess what? Fatherless still.
Listen, we keep telling you, Christian Cage is your damn father. I told you like 10 times. We're gonna tag him in the podcast now.
Me. He hasn't messaged me that he said he's officially adopted me. Till he says it, I'm still fatherless. I'm a bastard.
Christian Cage, please adopt this man and give him meaning and purpose in life again. For the love of God. Do it for us. Do it for the WeBook It podcast.
Please.
And of course, I have one of my brothers from another mother, longtime friend, and also a staple now with the podcast. And if you look just right into the camera at his side profile, you might see MJF. That's right, the homie Tank. What's up, Tank?
What's going on, fellas? I appreciate the intro, and fuck John Cena now, then, and forever.
Why? Why do we have to start off like this? We don't have to start off. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
Why can't my dad be here?
All right, hey, okay, just as an aside, let's just get this out the way. What Frito's dad, wherever you are, I sincerely hope that somebody shows you this podcast. Fuck you, all right? Fritos is a great individual, one of the best damn men in the world. He is one of my best friends. I love him dearly. And fuck you for not being around in Frito's life, because he's awesome in spite of you. He's awesome now in spite of you. So take that, dickwad.
And he needs milk.
Oh yeah. Bring the milk back too. Bring it on back.
My bones are weak. I got weak bones. My muscle. That's why I'm weak.
Oh, my man said he has no calcium. Oh, poor Frito. All right, so we do have a podcast to talk about tonight. Once again, Big Daddy C is with us in spirit. Enjoy your vacation, C. Please do not spend all your money in Disney World. That is going to be the worst idea you could ever do.
Nah, do it. Enjoy it. Build a lightsaber. It might be like $250, $300, but building a custom lightsaber is worth it.
I've told my fiance, please let me do it. And she was just like, maybe in the future. I'm like, all right, so that's not fucking happening.
I'm doing that for my wedding.
Oh,
you're building a lightsaber?
Disneyland. I'm building it. Red core. Green. I think I like the green. They got the purple, red, green, and blue.
Yeah,
but
blue?
Green to me is just iconic.
It's Qui-Gon.
It's Qui-Gon, and also Return of the Jedi is my favorite of the classic. Empire might be the best one. I'll admit it's the best one, but Return of the Jedi is my favorite. I love the Rancor. The Rancor is my favorite creature from Star Wars, so it's.
I'm gonna piss a lot of people off on purpose, but Phantom Menace is the best.
I remember when Phantom Menace came out. That was crazy.
I saw it in theaters. I remember. That's how old I am.
Same.
My
I went and got the Taco Bell kids meal because of the Phantom Menace.
My brother was being born around that same time, so that's the best part.
Hey guys, guess what? Guess what all this means? We're old.
No, we're not.
We are.
You're older than us.
Yes, I know, but but not by much. It ain't by much.
You might be old. I'm still young. I'm still young.
At heart, yes, you're still young.
In heart, not in the knees, the hips. The hips are still young. Especially on the dance floor.
Don't lie either, do this, Shakira.
The neck, the back, and the crack. Yeah, all that.
No, that's old. I feel it now. That's I can feel it. My body's telling me.
Oh my goodness! All right, enough. So C isn't with us, and coach is trying desperately to get home to be here with us. So he may make it, he may not, but we still got a podcast show for all of you. With that being said, our first topic of the evening, guys. Why is CM Punk a phony or a hypocrite? That's right, guys. We've been seeing all over social media people going off, calling CM Punk a phony, a hypocrite for going to Saudi and getting that sweet Saudi money. No dignity, no doubt, because he is going over there to face John Cena in the main event of the King of the Ring. That's right. John Cena versus CM Punk one last time, or maybe two last times. For the WWE Championship, a match that CM Punk can't win, but we'll go over there and damn sure try. So, guys, let's keep the focus on CM Punk for this one, and let's answer the question. We book it. Is CM Punk a phony to you for going over to Saudi and getting the Saudi money?
Ooh, everyone knows I'm a huge CM Punk fan. Maybe morally, yes, he might be a hypocrite or phony, but at the same time, if he's contractually obligated to go, I don't think he is, honestly. Right. If his contract states that he's got to go to at least one Saudi show, we can't say that. I mean, a contract is a legal binding agreement, so we can't say, oh, he's this, he's that. But if he had the right to say, I do not want to work, if it's in his contract where he doesn't have to work the Saudi show with all his public statements about it, then yes, it would make sense that he's not a phony, a hypocrite, none of that. But if it's in his contract, I don't believe deep down he is. He's just doing his contractual duty for the company, for the show. And it's going to be throwing money his way, so he might be a little bit silent about it. Who knows? But that's just me at this point. We'll just wait and see how the show plays out. If it's like a squash match, then who knows? But yeah, to me, deep down, I think this is more of a contractual obligation to fulfill this match. Would it be better in the States? Yes, I would love this match, especially like in Chicago, especially if Cena won. That's going to be a crazy moment in WWE history, especially too. But I wish it was in the States instead of Saudi for Night of Champions.
I agree. The sad reality that we it's I don't even think it's a sad reality is the fact that at the end of the day it's contractual, right? Like it's pen to paper. If CM Punk put his name on that contract that he has to go over and perform,
yeah,
that's that. However, if we also have to keep in mind when he first joined AEW back in the day, one of his biggest things with MJF, the promo was he was talking about if you want to go and join a 2-night Fianza whatever, referencing WrestleMania. And what did he do? He night one WrestleMania, he was the headliner for it. So at the end of the day, business is business. And as much as I like CM Punk as well, you know, this whole feud with John Cena that's starting up, we'll just have to wait and see, man. I hope he, you know, I hope he continues making it about the business. But you know, there is also that hypocritical portion that people will bring up, but we just gotta wait and see.
I think this is a classic case of you got to watch what you say because you might have to turn around and eat those words. I honestly believe, in my heart of hearts, believe Phil Brooks never intended to go back to WWE. I don't think he ever thought that was going to happen. He had sworn off wrestling for the longest of time in general. And then, like I said, then the AEW opened up and it's hot, it's fresh, it's new, and Tony Khan is willing to throw buku's money at him, which he's still paying that man to be working for somebody else. So, you know, you look at that and you think about that, and there's so many times, guys, we hop on social media, especially when these people leave one company disgruntled and go to the other. They have a lot to say about that company in a negative light, and I could never imagine that because there's only two really major companies that you can go make a lot of money at wrestling: WWE and AEW. I mean, like I said, you know, those are the only two that you can go make millions of dollars. You know, so when you look at that and you think about that, Punk only had two options, really. I mean, the UFC thing flopped. You know, his movie career was the greatest, right? And then, like I said, you look at
the Sons of Anarchy spinoff.
Yeah, well, then there's that. But
just as good as Triple H and the Chaperone.
Oh yeah, for sure. It went straight to DVD, right? So
Punk's movie did too.
But we look at these things, and the reason I want to talk to you guys about this is because we see so many wrestlers leave and they're disgruntled. Shotzi just did an interview not too long ago, and she actually said that she would love to return to WWE. She said if she had her pick right now, she wants to go to AEW because she hears about all the freedom there is in AEW. Like there's not as many restrictions and rules as in WWE. And so she said if she had to choose right now, she would choose AEW.
You may never get on TV, so you may be free all the time.
Just be sitting there. Who said that? Was that an AEW fan that just said that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. but yeah, so I guess in light of things, I look at people like Ricochet, who hasn't necessarily said anything bad about WWE, but just really been big upping and tribalizing and using the fan bases and their tribalism to gain more heat by, you know, bad mouthing necessarily WWE at times and points. And like I said, and of course, you know, the WWE guys like Javon Evans that stand up and say what they say about AEW, you know what I'm saying, calling Tony Khan a crackhead. It's like, dude, like, God forbid something happens and you don't pan out with WWE. Could you imagine having to go have that meeting with Tony Khan? He's like, well, man, I would like to sign you, but it kind of called me a crackhead, so I don't know if I can sign you, you know, like.
You called me a crackhead, and I think, you know, I'll just have to pass on you.
Yeah, you know.
There's still TNA.
Right, which is technically WWE now, too, but, you know.
Then you got New Japan, which is borderline almost AEW.
Right. Which reminds me, I'm curious as to what WWE is going to do as far as trying to get so they've already got their Mexican influence, they've already got their British influence, their Australian influence, but how are they going to get back into the Japan market for wrestling, and who are they going to partner with over there? That'll be interesting.
Well, they had Omos go over there doing his own thing,
right?
Did they have the British anymore?
So
because they had NXT UK, and
right.
that ended. So
William Regal leaving AEW and going back to WWE to be with Charlie Dempsey, his son. has solidified to me in my mind. In my mind right now, they've got the wide open door to the UK. And my thought process behind that is at any point in time, they can send guys over there to go and scout talent or get videotapes from talent or get things from talent and get guys.
Got to get Osprey. You have to get Osprey.
He'll never join.
He'll never go to WWE, but you got to get Osprey at that point because he is the I will say it right now. I think he is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Actually,
and
thinking about it, the way that how WWE's schedule is right now, since they don't have house shows, we could potentially see Osprey in WWE maybe 2 or 3 years. Maybe
because of the schedule. Yeah, the schedule, like the lesser schedule.
Yeah.
But again, and honestly, Tank, I love that you brought up Osprey because Osprey has been one of the biggest shit talkers about WWE. You know, like I said, like he's had a lot of bad things.
And you
to
know
say
what?
about WWE.
But you know what? The dude has his right to say whatever the fuck he wants because whatever the heck he wants. Because at the end of the day,
I dropped 2 F-bombs already.
At the end of the day, Will Ospreay, and again, I will say it, he one of the greatest talented wrestlers of all time. I mean, the man can literally do it all. Let's be honest. You know, I think he will go down as one of the GOATs. I hope he makes that journey over to WWE. I think he will. When he gets older. I mean, he's still young 30s. So, I mean, there is still time. He makes that jump to WWE, gets his money. The dude can literally do it all.
What money? The way that they've been apparently doing these contracts with young talent because they're so broke.
Fair.
Yeah.
TKO got to make some changes.
Yeah, broke KO more like it, but nonetheless, you and here is something that I would say about WWE, like where Tony Khan may hold a grudge against somebody, say like a Javon Evans or a CM Punk that have talked about him negatively. He owns that company. TKO and more importantly WWE as a whole is willing to do business with anybody, even if they've talked crap about them in the past. If it means at the bottom line,
I'm still waiting for the collaboration. I think it's a forbidden door, AEW versus WWE. Could you imagine that? Oh my God!
Oh yeah, no, that would be insane. That would literally break the internet. I mean, it would be insane. The wrestling world would not know what to do with that.
I don't know what I would do with it. I don't know what our podcast would do with that. I think we'd be all over.
That would absolutely be crazy. But yeah, man, like I said, I just want to get you guys' thoughts on CM Punk and this whole Saudi situation. And like I said, it's been brewing over the internet. And I'm be honest, I'm not trying to make this tribalism, but it's been a lot of AEW fans that have been calling them out on the issues with him going to Saudi,
which is fair. It is fair for fans across the board.
Just enjoy both shows. Stop hating one show compared to the other.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's really the main thing when it comes down to it is just enjoy the shows. Like enjoy watching, Chicago.
Enjoy wrestling.
Yeah, enjoy wrestling. So. All right, y'all. Well, it's time for the throwback moment.
Thank you.
Welcome in, everybody, to this week's throwback moment. I am standing in for Big Daddy C, who is out on his vacation, enjoying himself. And we have to look back at CM Punk's 2013 2013. That's right. CM Punk's 2013. So I think I've been thinking honestly about CM Punk and Paul Heyman and their on again, off again relationship, and how many people have had a lot of bad things to say about Paul Heyman and as regards to his relationship with his business partners and how he always seems to turn on them. It always seems to end up in a fight. And again, it's one of those situations where these two were together and they were working together. And CM Punk, when he was a heel and he was a WWE champion, it looked wonderful. It looked like they were going to, flourish and hold on to that WWE championship until he ran into a game people's champion, The Rock, that would beat him for the WWE championship. And then after that, he would go on to feud with The Undertaker leading into WrestleMania. Then after that, well, nothing else left to do but to break up Paul Heyman and CM Punk. It started with on June 24th with the embrace that looked like these two were going to come back together. And then after that, Paul Heyman will go on to Money in the Bank to betray CM Punk. And then after that, these two would have to get into a fight together. And of course, Paul Heyman will once again align himself with who? None other than Brock Lesnar, setting those two on a course to go on a run together, unforeseen, like any other run that we would have seen. In that run, Brock Lesnar would end up ending the Undertaker's undefeated streak. When the undisputed, no, I'm not saying he never won the undisputed. He would win the Universal Championship. He would also win the WWE Championship. He would accomplish all this with him and Paul Heyman together up until, you guessed it, Paul Heyman would turn eventually on Brock Lesnar also. But yeah, if you have time, please go back and watch 2013 CM Punk versus Paul Heyman. Started out as friends. Obviously, like I said, the year didn't go too well for CM Punk because he ended up leaving the company towards the end of 2013, and would never be seen again up until when Big Daddy C went to Survivor Series without me 2 years ago. Yeah, that's right. C. I still never forget. I'll never forget. I'll never let it go ever. But yeah, go back and watch that, and that's been your throwback moment of the week. So
I thought we got past that.
No,
it'll never.
I will never let C live that down. I was in Chicago, literally, and he ain't here to defend himself either. I was in Chicago. I text that man earlier that day. We were talking and everything. He didn't say nothing about going to Survivor Series. The day before, I was in Chicago, and I told C, I was like, bro, I got the itch, bro, to go try to buy like a nosebleed seat at the Allstate Arena for a Survivor Series War Games just to see what happens. He didn't say nothing about going. Man, I'm driving home.
You know what? I gotta stand in here. Gotta protect my man C. At the end of the day,
C. I'm on Team Virgil.
No.
So I'm talking
at
about
the end of the day, you could have went no matter what.
No, but guess what?
It's like
sing a movie. No, it's like sing a movie. Do you want to see the movie by yourself, or is it more enjoyable future when you see it with your friend side by side? When you see that crazy scene on opening night.
Okay, fair.
Not to mention that the year before. It wasn't Night of Champions. What was it? Was it Hell in a Cell? The last time they did Hell in a Cell with the red cell, literally, I took C up to Chicago with me to go to that for the Love of the Game match when he tore his pec and still wrestled.
Hey,
we were in that building,
but at the end of the day, too, Fritos, me, Coach, and C went down to St. Louis for the start of the We Want Cody movement.
And that's just a regular Monday night.
Hey,
That's not a pay-per-view.
That movement
started the downfall of TKO. Good point.
It was a plant. That movement was a plant. They got us all. They hoodwinked us.
All right, you sons of.
Yeah.
I'm willing to take off a shirt. I'm willing to take off a shirt.
Do it.
But
do it.
No, I can't. I'm too fat. But
do it.
No. But no. See,
man, there's a lot of Star Wars references.
See my.
We're heavily in the nerds.
Too many references we have.
Ooh.
Continue, we must.
Oh gosh. All right. So moving on to the next topic. Let's look at this. So we have the 2025 King and Queen of the Ring tournament brackets. So far, let's review, guys. Sami Zayn won his Fatal 4-Way qualifier against Penta, Braun Breaker, and Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. On the flip side, Randy Orton won his four-way eliminator against LA Knight. I always mess his name. I always want to say Aleister Black. Sorry, Aleister Black and Carmelo Hayes. And I'm as crash sad parts. I'm not even drinking. And then Cody Rhodes won his Fatal 4-Way qualifier against Damian Priest, Andrade, and Nakamura. And on Monday night, it'll be Sheamus, Rusev, Reed, and Jey Uso.
Right now, it's still a mystery opponent because they still haven't officially announced it. But
it will be Jey, and it'll piss me off.
No, I'm getting this off the website. It is Jey.
Is it? Is it on the website?
Yeah.
Because I know that was the dirt sheet saying that they're going to try to do like a friend match.
We want Karrion Kross. We want Karrion Kross.
No. Mr. Iguana.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, so what we're looking at here is more than likely Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton versus Sami Zayn to decide who goes to Night of Champions for the King of the Ring tournament and fights in the final match. The final matchup, I believe, is going to be Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. But Cody Rhodes is going to have to face another friend of his, main event Jey Uso, in order to make it to the finals. Could you guys imagine that?
Oh, man, that'd be such a huge thing.
Could you get any more sarcastic? Go ahead, Fritos.
You've got a multitude of ways you could do this. I think the way for us U.S. fans and a lot of fans with the history, it would be Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes for the King of the Ring, which would be amazing. But since they kind of a little bit teased it this past Friday night SmackDown, I think they're going to save that for a little bit later down the line.
Okay.
Because to me, it would make sense to start teasing that build up, even though they've teased it a lot when Cody was champion and Randy was looking at the championship. I think they're going to continue to keep teasing us to drag it out till they feel like it's the right moment. To me, I think the right match is Sami versus Jey in this situation for King of the Ring. And I think they're going to go the safe route and go Sami in Saudi Arabia, since that's where the championship or the end of the tournament is for King of the Rings, is their Night of Champions. And with that, him winning, that pop's going to be loud. It's going to be crazy at Saudi Arabia. If it's still there due to, global events, who knows what's going to be going on. I'm not going to get into that.
That could literally change all the booking for this.
Exactly. So if it's still in Saudi Arabia without any global interference, I think Sami's going to win King of the Ring. Especially, he's got a match this Monday night with Karrion Kross. Hopefully, it's not on main event because they keep teasing us with matches with Karrion Kross, even though they give us 10-minute segments with him, which is bullshit. But whatever Triple H, TKO. If you're pissed at him, just straight up say it that you hate Karrion Kross, like you hate LA Knight, whatever. What do I know? But I think if it's going to be, it's either going to be Sammy or Cody, just depending on global events at this point, because that's how we are right now with this PLE. Since it's supposed to take place in Saudi and everything going on, it's either one of those two right now.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Tank?
I love Cody, but I want Karrion Kross. I want him so much. I think he deserved it. I think the fact that they brought him back and they're not utilizing him is bullshit right off the bat. I think the fact that his promo during WWE WrestleMania weekend should have proved so much.
Which I think that got some heat with the higher ups.
It did. It did. And that's unfortunate because guess what?
He's not wrong.
This man, exactly. He's not wrong. This man has gone out and literally he changed his name. He wore that stupid ass mask looking like fucking stupid ass Bane. Like it just
whoa! Time out. Bane is still one of my favorite characters. From
no, not Bane, not actual Bane.
Oh.
I'm talking about what they tried to make Karrion Kross be, and they even changed his name from Killer to Karrion, but they keep Ron Killings. But I'll just go fuck myself, I guess. But at the end of the day, Killer Kross deserves to be pushed. He deserves to be on the main event, night in and night out. The fact that he was a two-time NXT champion.
Mm-hmm.
And since he's been brought in to the main roster, he's been jack shit. The same thing. Let's also bring this up because I'm fucking heated, boys. The same thing that they did with the War Raiders. What'd they make them?
The Viking Raiders.
They made them the fucking Viking Raiders. And what did people do? They were just like, oh, cool. But when they became the War Raiders again, what happened?
Crowd went nuts.
And what are they?
Well, the former World Tag Team Champions.
It's the weirdest fucking thing. So, WWE, TKO, get your heads out of your asses and put Killer Kross in the main event. Go ahead, Virgil.
Ooh, hang on. I want to change mine. It might be Jay. If they're not going to do because they don't do tag match, whatchamacallit, the title clause, since Jay just lose his title, and the dirt sheet going around is Goldberg, this might be their way to doing that.
Oh, fuck me. I forgot about goddamn Gold. I'm sorry. I just need to stop.
So this could be their way of going around the clause that us fans know of.
Mm-hmm.
And that way they can do Gunther versus Jay again. Then Seth cashes in on SummerSlam. God damn.
It's their way. It's their literal way of being like, hey, we have to overpay for Goldberg, the 3-move wonder, winning the title, or possibly winning it. I'm just gonna stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I forgot about that. The title clause.
Get about Goldberg.
Let's be honest though. I'm excited to see him retire because the dude has earned it. He has put in the work overall. I mean, the fact that put on that undefeated streak there for the longest time. I mean, that's still impressive. But
It's all booking.
But the fact that they
So
yeah,
what I would tell you is I do not expect Goldberg to win the World Heavyweight Championship. He's coming back for one more match, and then he's going to retire, which is cool, which is fine. And if it's against Gunther and they start setting that up and building that up on Monday Night Raw, make sure you guys tune in to watch Coach and probably not Big Daddy C. Somebody have to be with Coach, as he does the Monday night recap show for this coming Monday night. So make sure you guys tune in to that, all the viewers. But with that being said, let's move on to the Night of Champions, the women's Queen of the Ring tournament. Because I'm gonna be real with y'all, women's wrestling in WWE right now is hot. It's spicy hot. We got so many good feuds, and coincidentally enough, somebody that's getting left out in the rain, Rhea Bloody Ripley. Like I told y'all, she needs some time off. Let her cool off. You got too many other hot storylines that have nothing to do with championships. And Rhea Ripley is becoming slowly Becky Lynch levels of I got to be in the title picture, and Bianca levels of I got to be in the title picture. However, let's see what we got left over. Roxanne Perez beat Liv Morgan, Kairi Sane, and Rhea Ripley. If she is set to go up against Jade Cargill, who beat Michin, Piper Niven, and Nia Jax in order to gain her spot. And then on the other side, the Twisted Bliss, Little Miss Bliss, Alexa Bliss beat Charlotte Flair, Alba Fire, and Candice LeRae. And then this Monday night, we have a returning Asuka going up against Stephanie Valkyrie, going up against Big Mommy Cool. What the hell's her first name? Rodriguez, Raquel, and then the Pitbull Ivy Nile. That'll be on Raw. My pick for that match, Asuka. Now, do I think Asuka's going to end up winning the whole thing? Yes. Why do I think Asuka's going to win the whole thing? Because Asuka's going to end up taking the Women's World Championship from what's her face? From
Io Sky.
Io Sky, yes.
That it would be interesting because Io hasn't done jack shit with the title. To be fair, she hasn't done anything with the title other than walk around backstage with it.
Me mugging,
yeah, she's just walked around. Oh, hey, what's up? I got my title. That's basically what she's done with it since WrestleMania.
Hey, it's the same as you do with your title.
What the fuck? I defend this every time I'm on this podcast. What do you have your title, Virgil? You got a prompt right there. Mine's on my shoulder every goddamn day, defending this.
Fair. That's fair. I'll shut up.
Exactly. Sit down.
To be fair, Fritos just beat me for it like last week. I've been trying.
Oh, is that the 24/7 World Heavyweight Championship?
It kind of is, but I just get my ass whooped, and it just hurts.
Oh man, who do you think ought to win the Queen of the Ring tournament, Tank?
You know, I want Alexa Bliss, but I think she's going to win it on her own, without the Queen of the Ring.
Sure.
I have to agree, as much as Asuka, to me, it kind of gets annoying to me because Asuka will come in, she will get to the headliners, she'll either win or lose, she'll do her thing, she'll always be in the headline, and then she'll stop with either an injury or something else. She'll come back, she'll be in the headline again, she'll do the same thing, she'll drop. And it kind of gets old, I'm going to be honest. If she's hurt, I'm not going to harp on her for being hurt because of that. But if it's just taking time off, she's just the Charlotte Flair. She's just another Charlotte Flair. And but at the end of the day, talent-wise, Asuka, she is better than Charlotte Flair.
Right.
And I think it would be great to have her take it off of Io Sky, because I agree with Fritos. I love Io Sky. What are they doing with her, though? Let's be honest, boys. You know,
it's almost the same thing as her first championship run. They didn't really do much with it.
Yeah.
Why is that, guys?
It's sad.
Because she can't cut a promo because nobody understands what the hell she be saying. Like,
Then
you
saying that? God damn.
Then do a Shinsuke video package where you have subtitles.
Yeah, I mean, literally, that's what Asuka's gonna do. I can't. Indeed.
You know what? Honestly, that would work, because she could literally say all that she wants to say, put subtitles, and it would generate buzz.
Yeah.
Either positively or negatively.
Especially on YouTube. You know WWE loves telling us just how many people on YouTube have watched their videos.
I'll be right back, boys.
So like I said, it's definitely one of those things that you gotta watch out for. But yeah, I full on expect, because if you think about it, Fritos, this is where my math checks in. Alexa Bliss is going to lose because of Charlotte Flair's interference. Charlotte Flair is going to interfere in the match. It costs Alexa Bliss the match. These two are getting
there's
involved.
A storyline there because Alexa's trying to get Charlotte on whatever she wants to do. I don't know if it's White 6 or what.
Right.
I kind of feel like it's going to be tag team division for those two.
Yep. And then Roxanne Perez is in a feud right now with Liv Morgan, who's going to end up costing her match, right?
Exactly, and that's going to cause more ref in the Judgment Day. That's what Finn wanted.
Yep.
When he brought her in, you saw his face.
Yep.
Like that when they were bickering against each other.
Yep.
So it's definitely going to lead into the breakup that we want with the Judgment Day.
Yep. And then, of course, who else is going to cost Jade Cargill her opportunity than Naomi?
Exactly, because she was paying attention to that at Friday Night SmackDown. Because she still got that hate for
Naomi. Oh yeah. No, that hate resides strongly in the heart of Naomi. So yeah, man. Like I said, it is definitely something to look out for. And definitely something that we want to see. But it's time, folks, speaking of which, for who to watch for in wrestling this week. Oh, it's another episode of Who to Watch For in Wrestling. Man, I'm a jack of all trades today. I'm doing it all right. And of course, I'm standing in for a coach who is out this week for Who to Watch For in Wrestling. And guys, let me tell you something. This past week, we had two NXT standout matches, or one NXT standout match, and then one NXT standout promo. And I have to talk about, on the guys' side, Jasper Troy, who had a match with Oba Femi this past Tuesday night. Please also make sure that you guys tune in to our Tuesday night Who's Next in NXT recap videos. I myself, Virgil, host that video package for you, and it's great to watch, great time, and we cover everything NXT on that show. Now, with that being said, y'all, let me tell you something. Jasper Troy is the real mother freaking deal, man. Buy stock now. This dude was an absolute star, from his look to his ability in the ring. He's a big man. He like I said, Booker T was his coach on Legends and Future Greats, on the Legends and Future Greats season 1 competition, and he won the damn competition, which is probably how he ended up being in this NXT championship match. But Jasper Troy, y'all, did his thing. He represented this past Tuesday night on NXT. They showed the NXT show started off with Obafemi walking, showing Obafemi walking into the arena. And as he walked into the arena, literally he was attacked by Jasper Troy in the parking lot. That NXT parking lot has never been safe, y'all. When are these people going to learn to start carrying a gun with them on the NXT parking lot? Because you literally, it's just not safe. Everybody gets jumped in that parking lot. We've had vehicular almost homicide. We've had people get beat up, jumped, robbed, everything. Shawn Michaels really should get more security for that NXT parking lot. But that's neither here nor there. We move on from that to the actual match. Obafemi comes out, and this is the first time we've actually seen Obafemi show some sign of injury before a match, and he looked vulnerable, right? We've never seen Obafemi look vulnerable. Jasper Troy gave that man all he could handle in this match, and then some. I'm buying stock in Jasper Troy. He has the look, he has the wrestling ability. His mic work still needs work. And things like that, but he's definitely able to be a killer. And if you can put him with a great talking head, Jasper Troy has all the tools to take it straight to the top. And then, of course, on the other side of things, we got to talk about the newly renamed Blake Monroe. That's right, formerly known as Mariah May. Blake Monroe is now a part of NXT, and she has made it ever so much more glamorous. And she is here to make WWE glamorous. And I'm excited to see what her first match and her first feud is going to be. But that is who to watch for in wrestling. All right. And we are back.
I give that 5 big booms.
Thank you.
They're welcome.
Same.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. All right. So we move on from that. And I would like to give this opportunity to one of my good friends to talk with me and educate me on a guy that is been my favorite wrestler probably since 2010, probably I would say. In John Cena.
Oh, so you were an original. Okay, that makes this easier.
I mean, yeah. So for me, I've always liked John Cena. I love the spinner belts. I loved it, but I can't lie to you guys. 2005, 2006 Batista, to me, it wasn't nothing like it. It wasn't nothing like it. It wasn't nothing like it. And like I said,
it's the aura. He had that aura. It's a damn turtleneck. I'm gonna invest in turtlenecks now.
Yes,
that's it.
Yes, that the white turtleneck, the glasses, everything.
Whatever happened? Can we just talk real quick? Whatever happened to turtlenecks, guys? Seriously, you know what I mean?
Once he was done, they disappeared with him. It was gone.
Like, what the hell? I wore them in elementary school. I thought they were comfortable. They look great, but then all of a sudden, no.
Should we do that? One podcast, all of us wearing white turtlenecks?
I'm down.
I'm down. I am down.
I got my white turtleneck upstairs.
You let me know.
I don't have one. I'll go buy one from Amazon.
I'm going to buy one tonight. You just let me know. I will buy 2. Just 2.
All right.
I'll wear a black one and then wear it like The Rock.
With your fanny pack? You got the hair for it almost.
I need a fanny pack. Hey, babe.
This is not a thing you run with the woman. This is a thing you do as a man.
Oh, true.
You buy it, and you just deal with it afterwards. Be like, guess
you know what? Ow.
Yes. I'm sorry that all these women are hitting on me, at the bar when we go out to dinner because I'm rocking this black turtleneck and this fanny pack. It's not my fault.
I'm gonna sit at the bar like this too.
Oh my gosh! All right, okay. So we're running out of time. Tank, I do need you to present to me your issues with John
Overall.
Cena and his heel gimmick.
Okay. No theme music. I was waiting for something, but it's fine. I'll go fuck myself.
There, that's close.
Thank you. No, that's fine.
Even though it's basically coaches.
At least you gave me some respect. Here's the thing. This new John Cena run to me, it was great the first night when he turned heel, when he kicked Cody Rhodes. I was just like, oh my God. I was watching it with C. We watched it and I was like, oh my gosh. Here we go. I feel like Cena's trying too hard to be a heel right now. And to me, it seems just not real. And
Okay.
it's he's cutting these promos and he's doing all he's literally doing. I can also, I mean, if we were to go out and tell a whole crowd, I don't like you, what are we going to get? A boo, right? You know what I mean? And then what are we going to do each match? We're going to make sure to turn the crowd against us somehow. So grab the title, hit the face or hit the guy, draw crowd reaction, pin, yada, yada. Everything that Cena's been doing is the same. He's trying to do the flip of the towel while walking to the ring with the title turned around. Okay, dude. You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool. Yeah, here we go. Here's where I will say something positive towards Cena. Mike, Virgil, sorry. Here's what I will say. Here's where I'll say something positive. John Cena has been face for too long to turn heel in his last year. It doesn't make sense. It was cool when he first did it. I will agree with that. But for what? One more year with limited schedule, and then what do we get after that? He will return after that first year as a face. He's gonna get inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. He's gonna do his thing. People are gonna cheer. He's gonna say how much he loves the crowd. This doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. He took the title off of Cody Rhodes, who has been the top merch seller for how many months. And on top of that, he could have easily gone to Raw, taken it off of Jay, feuded with Jay. That would have been more realistic. But what did they do? They had Jay lose it to Gunther. Okay. You know what would have been better? Gunther versus John Cena for the title. Am I wrong there?
No.
But instead, what they do is turn him heel, make him cut some really awkward ass promos, beat Cody Rhodes, beat R-Truth, beat this, beat that. It doesn't make sense. And that's what I have to say about that.
While I agree with you that night one, I lost my shit. I'll call it spade a spade. I was down here in the basement watching it by myself. And when he looked at The Rock like that, I immediately jumped up. I was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was hyped because it was like, oh my God, we're finally getting heel John Cena. And then I was the one actually that came on this podcast and said that I was pissed when I found out that John Cena revealed to us that he wasn't changing a damn thing. He's going to keep the same music. You get the same music. You still get the same T-shirts, the same baseball caps, the same everything, especially after
this one.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one too. After he went on
shit off there.
After he went on one of the hottest wrestling podcasts and talked about how he was originally going to turn heel, and then at the last minute they decided not to. He was going to debut new music. He was going to wear a wrestling singlet, all these different things. So it kind of like almost gave wrestling fans a hope of something that was coming that wasn't going to come. I almost wish he would have dropped that interview after he retired. Then maybe this would all be received a little bit better. But I mean, there's a lot of people that share your same feeling, Tank, about John Cena and this run. So I'm not saying that you're in the minority, and I really can't say that you're wrong, because as wrestling fans, everybody decides their own damn opinion. Like I said, now, do I agree with all your opinions? No. But do I agree with some of them? Absolutely. I do think that it fell on lackluster ears once he didn't change. And what I mean by change is, so I think back, and I don't know why I'm thinking about this or why I'm thinking about Shad Gaspar, but it's quite so often I go back down memory lane with Crime Time, one of my favorite tag teams. They were so damn ignorant, and the booking behind them was
rest in peace, Shad.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, Shad Gaspar. But they were so damn ignorant and ghetto, and Vince McMahon booked them, and his booking of them was so fucking racist. But at the same time, it was hilarious television. Basically, them being two thugs robbing everybody and beating everybody up, and you literally call that group Crime Time, and they wrestled in jeans and Timberlands. Like, what is this? A 2003 Evasive Angles porn video or something like that? Like, this is nuts, So.
Jesus.
Anyways, I think back to I think it was like 2008, 2009. Shad was getting ready to go on his own on a run. And then I think he ended up getting injured. They ended up nixing everything. But he cut his hair, and instead of wearing jeans, he started wearing wrestling tights and everything like that. They changed his music and everything like that, and it gave him a new look. And I think sometimes a fresh coat of paint is needed when you're going to turn somebody heel. And for Cena, this is why everybody is still predicting that by the end of this, like one of my buddies that is an avid wrestling watcher, and he spends his Sundays catching up on everything. So he'll watch Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, AEW, whatever pay-per-views or PLEs or anything like that. He watches all that.
You better watch this damn podcast, but
he does also watch this podcast. Shout out to Milligan. Appreciate you, brother. Like he's even calling for it. He's like, but there's no way in hell they're finna let John Cena retire a heel. We already know the face turn is coming. It's all a matter of when. So it's like, what's the point in turning him heel for 6 months, having him beat Cody just to turn around and turn back face again? He's like, that's stupid. That don't even make sense. And like I said, Milligan gave up on watching wrestling probably around the time Cena when he really went on his dominant reign as a champion. So to me, again, I'm enjoying it because to me it's a fresh coat of paint or a new set of tires on the automobile that has driven me far and wide in wrestling. I mean, like I said, I've watched John Cena wrestle live multiple times. I've flown to California to watch John Cena wrestle. I've done all of those things because John Cena has been one of my favorite wrestlers for a very long time now, and I support him, and I will support him even through this. And like I said, when he turns back a face, eventually it's going to happen. I'll support him then too. He's going to beat the hell. Well, he might not beat the hell out of R-Truth on Raw on Monday. We'll have to see how that match goes as well. I'm interested to see that. But I just wanted to hear your perspective and your side, and make sure that you got a moment to really say and air out what you felt about Cena. And a lot of your opinions ain't wrong. If people feel that way,
I will also say this, as much as off the record, sort of like what the conversations we have off the pod. As much as I do not like this current Cena or anything like that, Cena to me will always be one of the GOATs. He will. I mean, he's going to be. And he will be a first ballot. He will be. I don't even know if he'll make it the 5 years. They don't even do 5 years anymore, do they? So it doesn't matter.
So.
Yeah, so he will be next year's Hall of Famer. But yeah, that's all I had to air out. I'm not gonna call him anything else. I'm just gonna say like what I truly feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, and you're not wrong in that. You're not wrong in that. But another thing we're not wrong in is that it's time for our favorite part of the podcast. That's right, guys. It's time for Fritos Fave 5.
Fritos,
Favorite 5%. No.
Yet. I mean, we don't have C here, so guess what? We could get a potential sponsor here. But Virgil,
Absolutely.
you know what to do. Hit my music! Woo, we are getting on this timing so perfectly. Chest kiss to you, Virgil.
Gracias.
Honorable
Brother.
mention, Virgil, for hitting my music when I said that. Perfect timing. All right. I do have one honorable mention for my Fritos Fave 5. I'm not going to be a Grinch on Father's Day, even though my father's not here. But guess what? RVD announced that him and his partner are going to be having a child. So congrats to RVD. And that made the honorable mention for the Fritos Fave 5. So congrats on the child. And I know you're going to be a fantastic father. But at number 5, I've got MJF. This past Wednesday night, he had, I thought, a fantastic promo. Just really, everything was fantastic about it. I love this new Hurt Syndicate MJF that we got. He had the same ring gear on as MVP. So it's great to see this. I can't wait. I want more MJF. At number 4, I've got Roxanne Perez winning her match for Queen of the Ring. It's definitely going to lead into more dispute within the Judgment Day, and finally what we want in that breakup in the Judgment Day. So she's going to be that catalyst in it. At number 3, I've got R-Truth. As you know how he is, Ron Killings, because they're apparently going back and forth for the name. So, but R-Truth and Ron Killings coming out multiple times on Friday Night SmackDown, attacking John Cena and securing a match next week on Friday Night SmackDown. I don't know. They didn't announce it for the title, but I know this match is going to be fantastic. We're going to see this new serious character of R-Truth. Then number 2, I've got Swerve Strickland. It was between him and Will Ospreay this past Wednesday night on AEW. But Swerve was the most dominant person in that match. So I'm going with Swerve because that match was fantastic. That went to the time limit, and he was the most dominant force in that match. Then number 1, I've got Randy Orton. I hate to say it, but if they do it properly, right, with booking wise, or if they do Randy versus Cody in King of the Ring, that's going to feed families. It's going to be fantastic. It's a match that us fans, they've been teasing for a while, and we want to see. And that has been a Fritos Fave 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Fritos. Go ahead. Thank you so much, Fritos, for your Fave 5 for this week. That was actually a really, really good Fave 5. This is probably one of my most favoriteest Fave 5s you've done. If that's a word. Favoriteest isn't a word, but it's one of my most favorite Fave 5s. I'm all in, man. A+ train, brother. And once again, damn your daddy who didn't show up for you. Go ahead, Tank. What would you give him?
Man, What can I say? Give him an A+.
Good
Dude,
job.
hey,
Fritos.
overall, great one. And also, Fritos' dad, milk. Do you got milk?
If not, don't show your ass up to Fritos' house without milk. How about that? Bastard. Anyways, this has been another episode of the We Book It podcast. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. All the fathers that are getting their kids into wrestling. I know that I take my son and I will take my newborn. Well, he won't be a newborn when I take him, but I will take Ruben
Take
to
him
No,
as
his
a
no, no.
newborn.
You freaking take him. You let him hear the sounds, hear the vibrations. You do not let up because we need more wrestling fans out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This has been another episode of the We Book It podcast. I have been your host, Virgil, from Fritos, Tank, Big Daddy C, and from the Coachman. We appreciate each and every last one of you for tuning in to another episode. Until next time, keep those booking pencils sharp and keep on booking.